Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. So I had to come on here one more time for the 18th time today and talk about this foolishness. God, I cannot with I try my best. Lord, listen, Jesus ain't done with me yet. Because I truly try my best. I try my best to sit over here on my yoga mat and not cause not be I just want to I have so much that I want to say. It is not fair I won't say it's not fair. It's definitely fair. It is not godly to say. So we're gonna leave it there. Again, like I said, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel and this is my reality. Tonight I'm gonna speak a little bit about the singer Ray J and his take. He was on Chris Cuomo's News Nation and he's speaking out, seemingly and only in favor of Diddy. That's not the words that he's using, but that's certainly what he's saying. He's on Diddy's side, and y'all just I want y'all to take a listen and then just tell me, chime down in the comments and let me know. Is it just me? Am I crazy? Because he just seemed like a robot, like a Manchurian candidate, and I'm just thoroughly confused. So let's just go ahead and take a listen to what Ray J had to say. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up.
As one of his closest, known Diddy most of his life. He considers him a mentor as well as one of his closest friends. He has not spoken out since Diddy's arrest. Joins us now. Appreciate you taking the opportunity.
What's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm good, and I'm happy to meet you. Thank you. What do you want people to know about how these allegations hit you? Had you ever thought you would hear this about the man?
I didn't. And I think it's a different time in this game. And when you look at our mentors and the people that have kind of shaped this culture, it's important to acknowledge the mistakes that they've made. And we have to hold everybody accountable.
Pause. Chris Cuomo just asked him, did you ever think you would hear anything about this? Or I'm paraphrasing. And he said no. Ray J, come to the front. You, your sister, your mommy, everybody, come to the front. Come to the front. What the hell are you talking about? You mean to tell me, Ray J, you've never been to a Diddy party? You've been in this industry since I was a child. And I want to say me and Ray J are probably the same age. Maybe I'm a year older than him. You've been in this industry since I was a child, watching, was it Moesha or whatever, singing along to sitting up in my room. And you sitting on this stage talking about you had no idea? Child, listen. Just shut up. Just shut the hell up. You sound stupid. Are you serious? See, this is what I say. Okay, let me gather myself. Y'all go ahead and let's just keep listening to this malarkey that I just can't even believe what my eyes are witnessing. I can't believe it. But let's go ahead and continue listening.
For what they've done. But I don't think this is a time the mistakes that they've made. And we have to hold everybody accountable for what they've done. But I don't think this is a time to tear anybody down, right? Instead, it's a time for this industry and everybody that's going through this and seeing this to learn from the mistakes.
Wait, hold, please. Pause. Listen, this man, listen, give him an act. He clearly has an Oscar on the way. Did he just say that this is a time that we shouldn't be pointing fingers? Or what better time? Oh, yeah, you know what, Ray J, I take that back. You're right. We should have been pointing fingers 30 years ago, right? He's been getting away with this for 30 years. How old is AJ? I'm going to assume he's 40. Let's roll with that. So he's been getting away with this 90% of your life. And you sitting up here acting as though this isn't the time to blame him. Are you kidding me? Who are we supposed to be? What time can your little peanut brain think of to tell us when is a good time to talk about this malicious, egregious violation of a person's rights to their body, to where they work, to not be stalked, to not be it taken advantage of, to not be groomed, to not be essayed. Are you kidding me right now? I'm gonna have to say that this can't be the. I'm dumbfounded. Are Ooh, clown behavior. Who sent you out here? Who sent you out here to make a complete fool of yourself? Didn't you say a year or so? No, it wasn't even a year. It was a few months ago, Ray J. Weren't you on a ledge somewhere? And let's be very clear, I'm not supporting that at all. I came on and I said, you know, we need to reach out to Ray J, and I'm hoping that he doesn't, unalive himself. And I'm a therapist, so I so get it. I get that you don't have to be an entertainer to have the pressures of this life, the woes of this life bring you come to your knees, come tumbling and crashing down. So I just want to be very clear about that. But you are the same person that a few months ago was like, I'm not taking any more dirty money, and you were depressed and all of these things. And you can change your mind. But I'm trying to understand, because it sounds like this appearance feels very much like calculated, very intentional, well planned. It's not well planned, but it's obviously what whoever the people are that gave him the microphone or his marching orders told him to say. Because a few months ago, you were on a rant talking about if it wasn't for your kids. I'm just saying, I need you to stand up and have a backbone and stop trying to gaslight this conversation and act as though the good people in the world are so ignorant and stupid that we don't see straight through what you're saying. You, Diddy, his lawyers, and everybody else that helped him. Your whole shit is made of glass. This is a distraction. Are you kidding me right now? Let's have a time where we're not. This shouldn't be a time of judging. When should we judge? Ray J? Should we judge the conversation that you were having with your what appears to be daughter, very young daughter, the other day, seemingly, where apparently someone called the police. I don't know if it was the daughter or not, but you are basically coercing. Let me see. Let me get my words together. You were telling her what to say. You were asking very specific leading questions to your child. So that way, when she's asked these questions, she's ready to give her canned response from her father about you not abusing her mother. Please just sit down. Go have that conversation. You got enough going on, bruh. You don't have any time in your life, according to what you were going through last year or a few months ago, according to what you've been going through with your daughter's children, or I'm sorry, your daughter's mom. Yeah, your daughter's mom. You need to go handle that. This Diddy's situation, sir, he pays people handsomely to come and get his back. He does not need you. And stop it with the culture gaslighting. This doesn't have anything to do with us. This has nothing to do with our culture, Black culture, men, or any other culture. None. It doesn't have anything to do with someone's gender or what their skin looks like. It has everything to do with people who have extreme wealth and a whole bunch of influence and a whole bunch of power, and they're using it because they are corrupt and using it to their advantage. And your friend Diddy has been doing it apparently since 1990, whatever it was when he left Hampton University, probably even before then. But that's my opinion. So let's just carry on, because I'm putting myself on pause because it's just, I'm so heated about this. I can't even, it's blasphemy. But let's listen.
And create a roadmap for the future of the industry together, right? In unity. I think that's the next plan that I think needs to be put in play. And with all the allegations and everything that's been going on, it is definitely shaking this industry up. So the importance of unity right now, I think, is the key to a positive future.
Okay. Can I just say this, y'all? Is it just me, or does this feel like, outside of the whole gaslighting he just did with his prepared speech, does this not seem very, very adjacent to a few years ago during COVID, when our world, especially in America, there was a reckoning, right? With what happened with Tiana Taylor. I'm sorry, Breonna Taylor and others, right? All of the hundreds of years that Black people have been mistreated in this country, right? We were having a reckoning because people were able, or basically forced, to sit at home and watch what happened to George Floyd, because the kids at home, the parents at home, everybody at home watching all over the world, because the whole world shut down for the most part. And then the NFL was doing this whole thing about, supposedly they wanted to kick what's the guy named Colin Kaepernick out of the NFL because he wanted to take a knee, because they wanted to, again, misuse and destroy his message and all of this kind of stuff, and try to make his message about social justice and police brutality about the military. And they don't want him doing that during their favorite watch time. And so all of a sudden there's this uproar in the Black community. We ain't watching the NFL. We're not doing this, that, and the third, right? Because they won't let people come out and protest, because you're not supposed to protest at work, right? But y'all out here doing this everything else, but I can't take a knee. Remember that? And then suddenly they plucked Jay-Z out of nowhere, put him out front, and said, and him supposedly having some sort of meeting with, I guess, the commissioner or somebody like that. And then all is well. Now we don't have another. Now we've ended the race crisis going on in America, right? That was another distraction, because I ain't heard nothing about Jay-Z doing anything after that with anybody in the NFL, correct? Even though we know he's, got his, I guess, honorary seat at the table to pick the Black person that can perform. But doesn't this just seem very much like it's almost like they took that playbook and applied it here? That it was just insert here. Let's have Ray J, some subpar musician in terms of his career, lackluster career, right? He's famous because his sister was famous. I'm not going to take his talent from him, but he just never was popping, if you ask me. I always thought he was handsome, but he was never popping, right? So that's what this feels like. This feels like, let's just put someone out there that's brown, that's been in the industry, and let's let him be a distraction. I love me some Chris Cuomo, and he's made his mistakes or whatever. He's so handsome to me, though. I don't know what it is about Chris. Chris could get it. If I wasn't the old married lady over here, okay, Chris could get it. But let me sidebar. Let me get back to this. And I do want to say trigger warning. I have my thing scrolling at the bottom, but trigger warning, because this is a very heavy topic when we were talking about, the things that have happened to so many people, Cassie and others in the music industry, allegedly by P. Diddy. I don't know why we're saying allegedly anymore, because he did go on his Instagram and apologize. And then what else did he do? He did something else. Oh, he beat her up in the hallway on the film at that hotel. So, but let's get back to this debauchery that is Ray J. All my respect is gone for this dude. Bye.
Why do you think we haven't heard from anyone until now?
I just feel like a lot of people are in shock. A lot of people are dealing with it in their own way. But in times like these, we should come together. We should talk about it as a community. It's easy to divide.
Let's discuss what he just said. What did he say? So Chris Cuomo asked him, why do you think nobody's come out and said anything until now? And he really was dumbfounded, right? He wasn't expecting that, because they gave him, a script, right? And by him, I mean Ray J. And so he's saying, people are, just dealing with it in their own way. What Chris Cuomo was asking him, without asking him, was, Why are so many people who know and knew this ish was going on for decades are just now saying something? Ray J's correct answer should have been, because now the Southern District of New York is involved, and they, being whomever they are, what did Cat Williams say? And whoever take this the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. But those people aren't saying anything until somebody to the Southern District of New York can talk to them and somehow protect them, make them feel like they should be protected. That's the only way. That's the only real reason these people aren't talking up, because they're the people like Ray J who probably have been to this party, to his parties, who have partaken knowingly and unknowingly. Right? They've been on the tapes, or they're scared that maybe, I did go to his house that one time and we were at that party, and I can't remember everything that happened, but I know I woke up next to a sex worker. So I'm afraid, it's on video, so I don't have nothing to say. I don't want to be involved. I don't want my name brought up in none of this. That is really what Ray J should have said, but he can't say it. And that's the real question that Chris was asking. Tell me why these mofos are hiding under a table. Nobody could, they hide in the walls. Nobody is brave enough to really come out and say something. Aside from I would say, Gene Deals and the Jaguars and other YouTube content creators are willing to say something. But people that really have the end, they silent. I don't understand. How are you this silent, J-Lo? And I like J-Lo, but how are you this silent, Beyonce? How are you this silent, Jay-Z? How are you this silent, Stouts, and all of the hit makers in the community that Ray J keep talking about, right? You want to talk about the community? Why are you not wrapping? Why haven't you been an advocate to wrap your arms around the women and or the victims that have been attacked by this madman? That's what coming together is, Ray J. Not coming on TV to say, I'm gonna, basically be his mouthpiece. Coming together is having some what's the right word? Empathy for the victims, and not telling the victims that this isn't the time to, point fingers or blame anyone. This is the time that we need a plan. What's the plan? The plan should include the victims. Why aren't the victims there, Ray J? Why don't you have one of them on there talking about what Diddy did or whatever, whomever did? Let's have a conversation with them. We don't need you. What are you on TV for? Why? Someone sent him. It just feels very calculated to me. And like I said, let me calm down. I'm gonna let y'all finish listening, because it enrages me that they think that we're this stupid, that we need to be told that this is a time to not blame anyone. That's what we need to be told. Ray J, fuck out of here. I can't. I'm gonna just let y'all listen, because I can't. I'm putting myself on mute because I can't take it. I literally can't.
And point fingers, but unity is where you build. You can have a stronger future for the culture. I mean, Diddy's been an icon for decades. We've all listened to his music. We've all been around him, that at least in my era, and have looked up to him. And in this situation, it's super unfortunate, but it's important to learn a lesson right now, and ensure the next generation understands how to move differently with transparency and integrity. And I think transparency.
Ray J, when you say we need to learn a lesson, who the hell are you talking about? America don't need to learn a lesson. It's the business industry. I'm sorry, the music industry that needs to learn a lesson. We don't need to learn a lesson. What lesson are you talking about? What culture are you talking about? Because we're not in the hip hop culture. We listen to the music, we watch the videos, but we're not in the hip hop culture. We ain't making one red dime off of any of these things that P Diddy and anybody else does. So stop with the gaslight. I mean, this is gaslighting at its. I don't know if Fox News could gaslight me even more with a more high intensity. I don't even know at this point if Donald Trump could gaslight me more than what's going on in this interview. Wow. Okay. I said I was gonna put myself on mute. I'm gonna try it for real this time. I can't take this nonsense.
Transparency and integrity moving forward should be non-negotiable.
I hear you. And look, we need that in every culture. You hear and may know what I hear, which is people aren't coming out because they either suspected this about him or they don't want to have any connection to him. And then I guess there's another group who's worried they're going to get pulled in, which is one of the suggestions from prosecutors. When you were with him,
Ray J is illegal.
You had to have heard the kinds of things that other people heard about what Diddy could be about on the dark side and excesses of his. What did you make of what you heard, and what did you ever see for yourself that gave you an opinion about what he was about?
Well, for myself, and I think a lot of other people in this industry, I mean, it's all a shock because, you know, we've never seen the stuff that's being said and the stuff that people are finding out. Like, I've never been in rooms that people are talking about, and I never knew they existed. And a lot of people in the industry can agree with me on that sense. Like, you all wanted to go and have a good time at a Diddy party, you know, and you wanted to be inspired. You wanted to go out and have a good time. And then you wanted to go the next day to work, and you wanted to work hard in this good vibe, you know? And so to see where we are now, I just think everybody is still trying to digest it and still trying to understand it. And even though, you know, there's still allegations and it's not anything that's
just allegation
factual yet, but
he didn't punch
it is
hallway.
It's hurtful and it's confusing to a lot of people. I mean, we all grew up you know, listening to Puff and Bad Boy, and they represented success and resilience, but it comes with responsibility. And when people fall, right now, we just need to use it as a moment to reflect, not to criticize, but find a better way to move forward as leaders, individuals, in this culture that we're in right now.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen.
We don't need time to reflect. That mofo was reflecting and doing all of the whatever he wanted to do for 30 years. It's time out for that. Are you kidding me? Chime down in the comments. I got to get off of here because it's running up my blood pressure. I refuse to listen to anything else support anything Ray J does, because this is the level of fuckery that's going on. I need to get off of here and read my Bible. I'm so disappointed. This interview is shocking. I have right now the same amount of respect for Ray J that I have for P. Diddy, which is less than none. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to Chanel's Reality. Chime down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like the video. Please subscribe if you can. And until next time, thank you guys for tuning in to Chanel's Reality. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.